Stay off. Stay off. You want only legend. I can start.
I don't think they should use that. Thank you. We'll do trial lens now. Yeah.
Trial?
Yeah. Partial rollback.
All right. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to start our second game, our afternoon game here. Well, we had the stars earlier today. We're going to have the stripes with Nunes versus Mary Thompson. And the Women's National Playdowns singles from beautiful Laguna Beach Lawn Bowling Club here in Laguna Beach, California. We're fortunate enough to have Ivan Highland, Hall of Famer from Newport Harbor Lawn Bowling Club, who will be marking for us. Thank you for everybody to watch. Thank you to Arrow Bowls for their sponsorship and letting us have this nice tent. Arrow Bowls, same line every time. Also, thank you to the setup, our crew, Joe Nermontes, Sheila Conti, Steve Nermontes on the camera, Gary Barnes, our producer, and Switcher King, and I'm Scott Roberts. So, we're just finishing up the trials here and we'll get rolling. So let me give some more context here for this match. So we have 2 groups of 8 for the ladies. To see, they're doing a round robin. They've played now 5 games already. As is Anne is, both of these ladies before the day were 4-0. Anne won her game to go 5-0, but Mary Thompson lost her game. So she's now 4-1. She lost to Susie Houston. So if Anne manages to win and Susie Houston loses her second game because she only has 1 loss, then Anne will be through and they won't need to play tomorrow. Mary needs to win, knock Anne down to have a 3-way tie with them with 1 loss potentially. So Mary kind of needs it a little bit more than Anne. But Anne has been absolutely smoking hot bowling. I don't think she's allowed anybody to get 8 on her. I think her closest match was 21-7. She won 21-2, 21-3, 21-5, 21-7 twice. So she's been absolutely crushing it. So Mary Thompson is very, very good, and knowing that her kind of tournament life is probably hanging in the balance here, she needs a win. Do have an update also from the last match that we saw. Hopefully you enjoyed that, between Joanne Hedgesmith and Julia Gallo, which was an absolutely great match. Down to the wire, won 21-20. 2020 coming down to the last bowl. Julie managed to win. So Melanie Visner also won her game. So Melanie, Joanne, and Julia all have 1 loss, and Melanie and Joanne are playing each other right now. So, loser of that will almost assuredly be done, and the winner will be hopefully hanging on to get to a playoff. For this match we're showing, it's going to be Ann Nunes and Mary Thompson playing to 21 points. Do we even want to? We apparently I know the guys been working hard. We have this switcher. They preset everything and do a lot of work to try and get the cameras just right, kind of switching them over. But but that kind of failed, and that way it's just a push of a button and we go from an odd end to an even end. Boop. That's not working, and the telestrator stopped working too. So gremlins are in full effect. All right, first bowl's away. So Mary kind of with got the mat up a little bit, kind of medium long. You can see it just again playing on the good grass, a little longer than that. But, she's come up a couple yards short. Sand's first one looks like it's going to go just past the tee. A 2-meter mark there. But good sign when you can see that both players are right on the center line with their first. Shows they've taken advantage of their trial bowls to figure out what the line is and have been able to recreate it. There you go with should be the wider hand. As you can see, we're playing kind of on an edge rink. It's not really an end rink, but it's the edge rink. A little bit of an overcorrection there. Again, we're in a little bit of a worse view here, so we don't really have the full view of everything. I might try and stand from time to time. Right, here's Ann. Just wanted to take some weight off. She didn't take much. I think Mary's second one, I'm trying to see if it, no, it's still on the green. It's behind those two balls. So Mary needs something kind of close, kind of good with their lines, all 4 balls, but the weight is all over the place a bit. And there's Mary's third. Switched over to forehand this time. She threw shot. Still a lot of room to draw for Ann. Ann's not going to switch, I guarantee it. She's got the line dialed. She just needs to drop the 2 yards, I think. Still sailing by. Added weight even. Right, Mary wants to get one. She's probably going to stick with the same hand, go to the forehand, just make a correction. Probably can keep the weight the same. Yeah, that's a nice ball by Mary. Very good there.
Just the 2, or is it 3?
Her van's going to switch. She's going to see what the count is. Instead of it's 2 or not. Or more. I think it's 2 down, I think. Right, and she's going to switch over to the other end, probably play a little bit of a jacker ball, but she also can't afford to be too far through, but she wants to play through. So she really doesn't want to get wrecked on this front ball here. Just getting past is good. Probably still 2 down. Kind of a very loose end from Ann. I mean, she kind of feel good that she's on the line, but just the weight's off. Yeah. 2 for Mary. She'll go up 2-0. Going to 21 points.
Thank you.
Right. Start our second end here. He's got the mat up fairly reasonable amount, a couple yards. Seem to be like similar to a regular partner Joanne, where they're playing the start with the wide hand here. Trying to favor that early. Again, a couple yards short. Let's see if Ann can get her weight. That was the main thing that was hurting her in the last end. She's a couple yards short as well. And Mary will switch over since Ann's probably in the draw line. Bit of an overcorrection. 7 yards, gives her 2 meter mark and best back. See, Van can make just thinking just add a yard, just trying to beat your own, especially since she's old. You need to go crazy, but mainly want to just make sure that you're trying to dial in that weight. Just a little bit of an overcorrection. Yep. She's holding 2. Looks like a good bowl by Mary. Looks like she's made a nice correction here. This looks real nice. Yeah, very good bowl there. Don't know if she touched her or not. It hasn't quite moved up, but maybe that's because Anne's come up and see. Was it touch her? I guess not. So Anne's probably trying to, similar weight to her last one, just hopefully get the bull if she can, or the jack. Just shit, coming around her own, get inside of this one. Yeah. Good bull, second shot. Just no fear here, just same kind of bull with a bull right behind the jack on that angle. You'd have to be really going hard to move it too far. So I'm just going to come all the way to it, just try and replicate what I just did. Yeah, pretty good effort, but I think it's still just the one down. It's going to get a double check. Yeah, it's just one. And she doesn't want to lose her own, so she's probably going to do a similar kind of shot. Just kind of trying to get underneath there. And can drive, but she prefers to draw way out of trouble. And she's such a good draw bowler. She needs to slip her own, come all the way around to that bowl, push it right on through. Just don't know if she pushed it enough. I guess we'll find out. They're going to measure. Good bowl by Ann. Looks like Ann got it since she's got the mat and the jack, so it's Ann gets on the board. Great last bowl. Cut it to 2-1. We'll see what Ann's going to do with the mat here. You can see that dot there for a moment. It's just the 2-meter mark. You can see it here is there. So she's pretty much going end to end here. She's got her to mat up, like about a mat length up. Kind of using that T mark as like a center for the mat, and then jack right on the tee. So pretty much near maximum length here. I know this is something that Ann was practicing because she's had some opponents that have beat her in the past with this. So I think she's been working on trying to go long. She got that one a little far past. Not too bad. Big yard, 4 feet. Mary's first. She put her in the ditch. So Van could take this yard off or so. Looks pretty good here. Yeah, took off about a foot. She got better on the center line. Maybe a yard through that. Mary's probably got about 3 yards she needs to take off this one. pretty good adjustment here by Mary. That's a great shot. Nice ball. Nunes trying to come all the way through. Keep that same weight. Come all the way up and through that ball. Great shot here. Yep, enough to get in for shot there. Dive is going to double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, hands holding. Ivan keeps saying you're one down. Mary keeps saying am I one down. Ivan saying you're one down. Mary saying are we one down? Ivan saying I'm one down. I think it's been communicated now. I think Mary would be better served if she was playing the backhand so she could do a jack or bull shot here with Van's bull in front. But I think Mary is opting to stick with the forehand. See if she can use the inside half of that bull like this. Yeah, just missed. I think what she was thinking is she could use that as an edge and try and come in. But given the way it was looking, I think she'd been better off switching unless she just really hates that other hand. She was kind of favoring it earlier. So.
Thank you.
Ann could play either hand here. She's going to stick with the forehand again. Probably bump into row, and she could hit the inside half of that bull on the left of Mary's. No real danger of jack movement, really. I mean, really unlucky for her to do it. Just wants to kind of come into her own bull is good. Yeah, a bit unlucky to come all the way through, but you could see if she hit her own, would have turned it over onto the jack. She could have hit the inside half of Mary's bull that's on the left, and it would have come in. Either one of those would have been great. Still think Mary would be better off going on the backhand. She could go on the backhand and she could move it like a foot, and she'd be holding 3 here. But she's going to opt to go on the forehand. The only way she'd get it here, and it wouldn't be 3, is to kind of come underneath Ann's bull and then just tick the outside half of it. Yeah, she's just going to go sailing through. So I don't know. I think she'd have been better served to play the other way. But it's going to be one more for Ann. So it'll be knotted at 2. So 2-2 after 3 hands.
Well, the ones that are pretty obvious, right? I can see them. Yeah.
And opted to go a little bit shorter this time. I think she was very fond of how the ball was treating her. She did win it. She kind of only got one ball really close. That's a pretty good opener here. Yeah, I like to see that. Just maybe a yard through, but it's good for a first bowl. Again, much better to be a yard through than a yard short. There's Mary. Again, I think the 4th end, I think almost. I mean, Mary's not had the greatest first bowl. She's had 3 bowls that are a couple yards short, and the 1 bowl went in the ditch. So she really needs to get on it with her first bowl if she can. So it makes it so much easier for you. Yeah, it's Ann's second. Doesn't want to do much different. Just drop a touch of weight. Let's see if Mary's going to stick with the... Nope, she's going backhand this time. It's to hit it really hard. to. Interesting to see what Ann does. So I think she can get around it, and I think she's going to try and play on her own bull since it's on the running surface. You can see when it's on the running surface, got a better chance to kind of stay on the running surface and transfer all the momentum almost cleanly, as opposed to hitting Mary's bulls when they're laying down like that. Then they're going end over end, so it takes about twice as much momentum to move. Here she transfers the weight pretty much equally when it's on the running surface. It's like 90-95% of the weight goes into it. And Mary really needs to get a bull in here now. Inside of those would be really good. That's a good bull there. I think she's, I don't know if she's holding it. Ann's taking a look. See? You see this trick that players do where they just kind of keep their use. You're not allowed to measure, but you can do that trick where you kind of, you'll see players do that from time to time where they fix their hands and use kind of their hands as like a measure and then hold it still. So they just kind of hold it still and stand between one and kind of use their body as to hold it still and point to the jack and point to the bull, then hold it, lock it, and then walk over to the other one and do the same thing to try and get an idea which one's closer. So that's what Ann was trying to do. She's probably going to target, I would be targeting that blue bull in the back, and if she happens to be narrow and hits her own, and if it's that close where it's a measure, you just need to move it a bit. So an extra yard on those. Yeah, that should be enough to get that in for shot. You can see if she could hit either one of those bulls or come to the blue bull. Any of those would be good for her. Pretty sure she should be holding one now. It would shock me if she isn't. But I was having a look. He says it's still a measure. And there's a measure and there's two bulls like that. One that's laying down. That's usually the one that'll win the measure. Alright, so here's Mary. Trying to draw it all the way around. See what happens. Needs good weight here. It's coming in pretty nice. Needs to slow down a bit. Pretty good bull there. Is it going to fall? It's close. Let's see. She quite did it. The ladies take a look and we'll see what's going on. One more for Anna. She wins that measure. Goes up 3-2 over Mary Thompson.
Just that quarter roll. There you go.
Okay, Ann, who had been going, was kind of a little longish again. And you see that she'd been heavy through going this way, so she errs on the side of being a little short. So that's okay. You can see she's making an adjustment to the first bull. So Probably about 2 feet short. So decent opener considering. See if Mary can have a good first bowl. She really needs it. This looks got something to hit. Yeah, a little unlucky. Probably was a decent opener weight-wise. Just kind of came across the head. Yeah, that's what Anne's going to do. If Anne's going to switch over. Yeah, she's switching over to just take it out of play. To not even worry about Mary's. Here's Anne's third. Really doesn't want to touch the blue one. Really doesn't want to touch the blue one. Okay, she managed to get away with that. That's one of the dangers. When you're holding, you don't want to try and cross the head. Especially trying to, when their opponent's got a bowl. So Mary's going to try this jack or bowl shot again. She get the bowl, the jack, her own bowl. All those would be winners. Yeah, weight was pretty good. Just, I mean, that really need to be kind of in the other quadrant instead of behind on the left. Need to be behind on the right. And holding one. Looking for a second one here. Really wants to take the grass, make her adjustment all the way around. Narrow again. And short. All right, really kind of a golden opportunity for Mary if she really wanted to. She's got, I think, maybe even 3 seconds. So if she came through with some weight and pushed Dan's all the way out, she's probably satisfied with just a jack or bowl shot, but she could hit it with a couple yards of weight. She could be holding 4. Well, I think she's just going to try and do the jack or bowl shot and just try and just come up to it more of like a slight overdraw. See if she can hit her own up. Yeah. Nice effort for that. But she'll drop another one. I know my voice is a little scratchy. Working on every cold. That's my Christmas present for my mom. Work, medicine, work. And again, kind of shorten it up a little bit. We went for the long, and now she's kind of going with the short here this time. A little bit heavy, a couple yards through. Good opener by Mary Thompson there. Great ball. I'd like to see her. That's her first great first ball. I'd like to see that. It's a recipe for success. And you can play a jack or bull shot forehand here. Just trying to play it through with a couple feet at least. Trying to pick up one of those two. That's a good road, just a little short for it. I was going to have a look and see who's holding. Mary is holding.
Anne's bowl's a half a bowl short of the jack.
Mary's trying to get the picture from Ivan. You can see her going either way. Probably better to just try and do the same thing. She come up the inside half of Anne's ball, backhand here. Kind of pull the jack over. She's out to do a forehand. Here I think you could do the same thing, or come, it's either stay up to your ball or come crosshead all the way to her balls, but I prefer playing on her own ball. This is really well done. That's a great shot there. Two great balls by Mary. I think Anne's going to follow her down, just try and duplicate what Mary just did. She can afford to have a little bit of pace on it. It's kind of close that hole for the jack or bull shot with that ball. She could hit either bull or the jack with that. Oh, good shot. Yeah, turned it from 2 down to a measure. Yeah, Mary's going to stick with this hand. I think she just wants to try and draw again, or, erring on the side of being high so that she can hit Anne's ball on the outside, come to her shot. Anne will probably come the other way. The main thing she does want to do is, if she goes on the forehand, she could hit the jack and knock it to Mary's, which she doesn't want. So I think she wants to go the backhand, and then she could either come in the little gap and get to Mary's ball clean, push it out for 3, or hit that ball and her own ball and ricochet it in. And that's what she's going to do. Again, the A+ would be to get to Mary's ball and push it all the way through clean. Just kind of left it a little high here. You can see the weight. She's had pretty good weight control with the last 2, so you can see the weight she had. Just kind of missed it. So still a measure, but Mary's got last ball. I think she's probably going to go forehand, try it again, see if she can get the Anne's. We'll just tick that jack to her own. I think it's going to come crosshead here. Yeah, all the way across. So we'll do the measure and we'll see who's got it. Right, with Anne grabbing the jack, Anne's got the shot. So 5 in a row now for Ann Nunes. 1's all around. So go up 5-2 after 6. Playing at 21 points. Really great conversion shot she had. She was down a couple. It's one of the things you have to really kind of refocus and just try and keep doing it again. There you have 2 really good bowls there. And then Ann just with 1 just kind of took it away. Right, and kind of going short with the mat in a pretty consistent spot, so kind of short medium here. About a yard short there. So you get there first. Gonna make it on the way. Also about a yard short. Hopefully Slay doesn't need to make an adjustment. Similar one. Bit of an overcorrection from Ann. There's Mary. Yeah, nice ball there. Really well done. He's got an interesting choice here. Both hands are, I mean, it actually might be wide open, more open on the backhand to play between the 2 blues. I think that's what she's looking at switching over so she doesn't have to worry about hitting her own front one. She's got a little helper. Both of them will help. If she hits the inside of either one of those balls, it'll help her. So, how is she? It does want to hit the square though. Yeah, you could. If you see that kind of deflection on the outside ball would have been great. You just kind of missed your line. Maybe a touch heavy, but not too bad. One's going to check it out. 2. Yeah. Mary holding 2 right now. All right, here's Mary. Just wants to do it again. She's had 2 really good bowls here. Yeah, this is not bad at all. She was a little vulnerable behind. Not terrible. I put one behind there. All right, Ann probably gonna just keep something similar with weight. Just take a little more grass here. I don't know what weight is. Did you keep her weight? Did you keep her weight? Oh. She could have used another foot. Put it in nothing else. I put it in an interesting spot. I mean, Mary's had her first 2 bowls playing on that hand. Now she's got to be a little worried about it. She doesn't want to push hands in. Her smarter play would be to stick with that same hand she's been playing on the backhand, but instead of, don't come anywhere near the purple bowl. Come to her own bowl out on the right. Play to there. Try and keep that same weight. which would be really nice. Just kind of hit that bowl of hers. Stay far away from that purple bowl. The Vans. That looks like what she's done. Yeah, it just didn't come back all the way, but much better to miss that way than to miss narrow. She misses narrow and then she hits hands in, and that's the last thing she wants. So I think Mary might have got on the board here for 1, maybe 2. At least 1 for sure.
It's the bowl on the side. Okay, thank you. Okay, both of them? Okay, thank you.
Not sure what the debate is.
Can you show me where the jacket is? Sorry.
Just one, Bill says.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you.
Just 1. So 1 for Mary Thompson, but she breaks the streak of 5 ends in a row. So it's Nunes 5, Thompson 3 after 7 ends. See, this is an interesting play I see from time to time, and I kind of don't mind this either. When you played a good hand, found kind of a patch of grass that you like, you put the mat down right where the jack was. Try and roll the jack where the mat was. That way you're playing on that, not just the same side of the hand, the same, like a forehand, backhand, playing on the same stretch of grass. Now you're playing on the exact same stretch of grass, back and forth. So that's what Mary's going to try and do here. Especially since you played that so well. See if Mary can keep that weight going. Yeah, another good opener from Mary Thompson. She's kind of found the line. Like I said, she's found that stretch of grass, and she's had a little bit of a struggle at first few ends. She's kind of a bit heavy rolling and making adjustments, but now she seems to be on it right off the bat, which is a good sign. Here's Ann trying to respond. Pretty response, great weight, just a little touch narrow. Nothing really Mary's way. She can do what she wants here. Another good ball, but just a little short. It was tracking. She ran out of juice. Might be an Ann's way. She's going to stick with it and try and go under that bowl. I don't think she can get around it to the jack, so she should be going under it. Maybe she hits the inside of Mary's bowl. It's shot. That would be good. It needs to turn here. Yeah, there it goes. Right underneath. And right to the jack. Great shot. Beautiful bowl there by Ann Nunes. Let's see what Mary's going to do. She can afford to be positive on the backhand here. Trying to use those 2 poles, a little pocket. She's going to go for the forehand. I don't know what she's going to try and accomplish from this hand. Pushed it all the way through. Yeah, it's just kind of pushed it up a little bit. Just not quite out, I don't think. I was going to have a look and see. enough for hands.
Ball in the butt in front.
All right, I think Anne's gonna try and play on her backhand and try and play off this wall of 3. Let's see if she can get to the jack that way. She is holding, so and doesn't really have any danger coming that way. Yeah, playing right off this pile here. Boom. Ah, didn't quite make it in. I think it's probably just one, but Ivan's, our Hall of Famers, having a look.
One and a
One and a
measure.
measure, yeah. Can't tell. So Mary will probably stick with the forehand here, trying to play to the jack. She can push her own bull up or come across edge. And anything on the inside half of Anne's last delivered bull, anything in that pocket there would be good. So if she gets anything between those two bulls on the left, is a good shot. And for to be playing it through. She's a little narrow. This is going to be a problem because unless she managed to push that one out, so that worked out okay. She had enough weight to shove it all the way through. Okay, we're giving the telestrator a shot here. Let's think. Anne probably is going to stick with playing this way. She's got this bull in behind. She's got this bull here. So with this weight, she could come to this bull, push it out. She could get to the jack and push it back here. And the only danger is if she hits this side of the jack and pushes it over to the right. Coming off this bull and in. Probably interesting. Don't know if she got it or not. She was one up now before, but don't know if she gave it away. You've been real unlucky for her to give it away. They're going to measure it to see. Anne's looks like she's giving it away to Mary. Yeah, unfortunate for Anne. Giving it away to Mary. So it'll be one for Mary Thompson. So it's 5-4. Again, seeing our crack crew here with the cameras. The producer, Gary Barnes, trying to manually switch the cameras, and our switcher is on the fritz. Before we could just push a button and it would switch between the pair to the other pair. So now he's having to manually pick them. I think we might have the telestrator back though. All right, Mary, now again, she's kind of found it, so you can see her putting the mat down right where the jack was and then lower the jack where the mat was. Just playing on the same stretch of grass. It's treated her very well over the last couple ends. Keep getting good first bulls in. Yeah, she's jack high. It's all right. Good bull, solid. All right, here's Anne. Once the inside that, just a little heavy. the word that my one is cutting in and out. So I'm trying to be quiet because these ladies are playing still right in front of us. They're like 10 feet away from me, so I'm trying to eat the mic here as best I can. If it gets a little further away, but you know, trying to keep my voice down. Be respectful of the ladies here playing. Yeah. I'd like to see a little better correction by Mary, but it's another ball in the head. I think we'll see a great correction here by Ann. Yeah. Pretty much right on cue. I like when she hits her spots, Gary. It's nice. That's nice. It's a good, that's a professional right there. That's a professional. And you could say, I need you to hit your mark, and she hits her mark. So, now Mary switching hands probably to go to the forehand. Play a little jack or bull shot. She's got 2 seconds. She can play this with like a yard over, trying to come through, see if she can hit that ball. And it's a little high. Don't mind the weight. You can see she had to wait for it. So she's again trying to, this was Mary's shot. She was trying to play this way to get the ball and push it out, or to get the jack and carry it. Anne's just wants another one to keep her from doing that. Anything inside this ball would be a good shot. Inside. She wants to be inside. Oh, she was outside. Oh, not terrible. I mean, I don't see the jack coming over here, but Mary did have a little pocket of 3 there, but it'd be real unlucky for it to be over there, especially with this bowl here. I don't see how the jack's going through that bowl. All right, Mary's going to try it again. And again, she's trying to target here, come through. I think she's just high again.
Just a slight touch.
All right. And almost near impossible for her to give this one away. She just needs to beat this ball. Anything inside that ball is a win. It's kind of that free throw we were talking about. Just draw within 2.5 feet for a free point.
Thank you.
I don't think it made it. It's too heavy. So it'll be one more for Nunes. She'll go up 6-4 after 9 ends. This match scheduled to go 21 points.
You do that. Thank you.
If you're enjoying the coverage, I appreciate a like on the video, or a subscribe if you haven't done it already. And I'll let you know when we're broadcasting. You'll get a little, you can turn on the notifications, get notifications when we're going live. And we try and set it up about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes before the start of the match so that you get a chance to know that we're broadcasting. Our next broadcast is going to be the pairs Playdowns for the Southwest Division. We'll have some in about 3 to 4 weeks, I believe. All right. And kind of pulled the mat back, which I think was wise of her. Going to a little different jack length because of the change. She left it a couple yards short here and pretty far offline. Let's see if Mary can, it's a similar kind of distance, so hopefully Mary can get a nice one in here. Yeah, really cut across there. I'd like to see both ladies make a good adjustment. And it's one of the best I've ever seen. She adjusted the line, just didn't add the weight.
Thank you.
Mary, something to think about. Really not in a road. She might be switching anyways. I don't know. Don't have a great angle. We'll see. Yeah, she's sticking with it. The main thing is since she was so narrow in the last one, she doesn't want to hit that one up front. And she should be around it, not under it. But she got good weight though that time. But it's still a healthy yard away. Right. Anne's got the road. Now she just needs to have that yard, at least. Maybe 4 feet. Didn't quite do it, but enough for a shot. I'm pretty sure that's holding. Let's see if Mary's going to try and go around or go under. Really wants to be around this bowl. She wants to be around here. She's been under it twice. This looks pretty good. Her weight's been pretty good, so this should be a great bowl. Yeah, very good there, Mary. Well done. Very nice. That's really good. Anne's going to try again. And I mean, Anne's 3 short ones. It's really unlike her. This one better not be short. Giving her to go here. Again, that's kind of the natural tendency when you've been short, to make a correction and then just overcorrect and go too long because, you know, just something off of the computer. All right, this is another free throw. Mary's got the free throw this time. Anything, I mean, this is the closest bowl, that one front right. Anything within a yard would be another point for Mary, and she could use it to tie this match back up. She could do it. And basically just duplicate what she did. And she just, well, I think, overthrew it. Well, she beat this one. I just don't know if she beat that one in the front. Yeah, Bill, our spotter, says it's just one. Pretty sure it's just one. So one for Mary Thompson. And you close matches, you know, you work so hard to get a point. When you get a chance to get a free throw, you really want to take advantage of it if you can. Especially when you just did it. And Mary is really liking this length here. Again, would have been better served to change something up, frankly. Mary's just, you know, going to drop on the mat right where the jack was, and then she's going to probably roll the jack where the mat was. Just kind of playing the same stretch grass because she's played it very well in the last couple ends. To the tune of 3 points in the last 4 ends. Let's see if Mary can get a solid first bowl here. It's a solid opener. Yeah. Behind a yard, it's okay. And ideally, you kind of want this kill zone. This is where you want to be drawing, is in this area here. With that first bowl especially. And it's kind of starting off short again. Mary, see if she can make the adjustment or pick up the jack. Almost did the same thing. Let's see if Ann can add the yard this time. Even adding 5 feet and just beating this ball, even coming to that ball, coming around, that would be pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good there. That's a nice bowl. I mean, she is a little ripe here. I mean, Mary should be playing this through. Something similar with that kind of weight. You can hit either jack or the bull, and she's got her own two waiting, or with the hand having both her bowls short. You can really flip the head over if she can manage to get the jack, especially. Trying really hard here. Yep, there it is. Look at that. And now you see Anne's two short bowls are just kind of, you know, trash. Not really helping at all. And Mary's got three. That's a dangerous short bowl, so that's why you really want that first bowl to be through and not short. Because even, you know, these two bowls weren't great by Mary, but now you can see that, you know, there are points. Man can make the adjustment here. This looks really good. Really good pressure bowl here. Wow, what a shot. Great bowl there. Really good. Yeah, Mary, you just got to do it again. You just come through. You either hit the jack, you've got yours waiting, or you hit the bowl and you push it through. Really no fear, you know, have this kind of weight. Try and hit one or the other. Oh, don't be narrow here, though. Oof. Right. Anne's, I don't want to call this a free throw because she's, you know, got a minefield she has to go. She's going to try to draw in this little pocket here. And this, especially in this little gap between these two balls, trying to get the inside half of that and staying away from this completely. No, not going to be able to hit that one all the way in. Not with that weight. Then it should be one more for Anne. With a great draw on her third bowl to extend her lead to 7-5 after 11 ends, playing at 21. In this women's singles playdowns for the national championship to see who will represent the Southwest Division. The national championships to be played right here at Laguna Beach Longbourn Club at the end of October. See what Anne's going to do here. And it's usually a race to see who's going to get there first. And again, with the just, I mean, she's been surviving it, but that first bowl has just been not ideal for her. Being 4 feet short is just not helpful at all. It's not useful at all. Mary just wants to make sure she takes enough grass and gets around that ball. She really doesn't want to touch it if she's going to stick on that hand. Just really heavy. It really wasn't in her way, but she really didn't make sure she took enough grass to get around it. She just didn't. She's been kind of coming narrow on that hand as it is, and had a pretty good road. She just needs to add that 4 or 5 feet. There you go. And it ended up a couple yards, but I mean, you can see that's just such a much better bowl, that front one. We saw in that last stand how Mary was taking advantage of her long bowls, at least for a moment. See if Mary should be able to get around it, not really in her way. Making them plenty of grass, come floating on in. Just heavy again. Anne should be holding 2 now, I believe. Now it just kind of split the difference. Again, Goldilocks, not too cold, too hot, and going just right. Far away here. Boy, to shoot. Yep, she's in there. Shot drawn. Should be 3 now. There really needs to get a ball in the head, needs to drop a couple yards here. Even just to cut it down to 1. And looks like she's come pretty narrow. Looks like she missed the line altogether. Way off. Yeah, and still might be held 3. And one of the sayings we have in bowls is when you're down, be up. And she's down 3. You really need to make sure that you're reaching. Even, you know, because you've got bowls you can hit if you're heavy, and that helps the cause. Nothing's going to happen with that bowl. That's not going to provide anything at all. And just wants probably something similar to the last. She doesn't want anything much more different than this. I mean, she's a little back here, but I don't think Mary's thinking about it. And here's Ann with another one. And even better than the last 2 great ones there, putting a lot of pressure on Mary. Could be 4 right now. It's at least 2 for sure. And 2 looks. Mary needs to make sure she takes all the grass she needs. This was a good one. Let's see if this is a good road. Trying very hard here. Oh, that's good effort. I like that one. Probably still 2 for Ann though. So 2 more for Ann. She'll go up 9-5 after 12 ends. Lane to 21. After a little delay here, Sheila and Joan are putting up another side of our arrow tent so we can have a little shade. I'm starting to get a little cookie behind me. Good bowl by Mary and a nice try and a recovery there by Ann. Just kind of ticked the jack, but didn't quite take it. Mary looking for another good bowl after a pretty solid first one. And this is another nice bowl by Mary. Yeah, 2 out there. Again, that short bowl by Ann's is not really helping. Gotta have that first bowl through. She'd be in a lot better shape if she had that first bowl through. It's kind of putting her at disadvantage almost every end, as it tends to do. Now she has to navigate it with this shot. She probably wants to come all the way around this bowl to get to this bowl or to the jack, but she doesn't want to hit that one in front. It's going to be close here. She really good. Yeah, really good. Oh, great ball. That should be shot there. I was having a look. Oh, it is. I could have told you that from here, Ivan. Mary's going to probably, let's see what she's going to do. There's a case to be made for coming forehand and just following a hand down. And she's going to stick with her backhand that she's been playing. Don't really mind it, frankly. She's got her own that she could work off of there in front. Or just a clean draw. And she's a little short again. Again, when you're down, be up, because now you've just kind of gotten your own way. Anne's going to be coming to do the same thing. She needs another ball in the head, so she probably should be targeting this ball, probably. Just anything around the ball to come to this little pocket of 2 balls. You can't get a ball through, so you just want to kind of rest on these, and then you'll sit on this side, and that should be in for another. She's got to be around that front ball. Yeah, see how those short balls collect and just cause problems. She manages to survive it, but she really got to get her first ball through. All right. See, Mary's got another shot. If she wanted to, she could play with weight on this ball, take it right out, and she'd have 3. And Anne's ball just fell over, so it's definitely a shot. If there's any question, but Mary's going to opt for the draw here and see if she can get an edge or a ball or draw it clean. That's a great shot there. That's well done by Mary Thompson. Probably just one. I'll wait for them to walk up and see, but that was a great draw. A more aggressive player would have come through with weight to target this ball of Anne's and push it through. Anything over, a yard plus over would have been good for her. But we're going to call it 1 for Mary. Mary's just going to drop the mat and play the jack like she's been doing. Just sticking with the winning length here and winning stretch grass. So this will be our last match that we broadcast today. And our next broadcast, as I said, will be in about 3 or 4 weeks when we'll have some pairs playdown actions for the Southwest Division National Championship qualifier. Probably see some of these ladies again and some of the men as well. You can only qualify for one. If you qualify for the singles, then you can't play the pairs. Because they go on at the same time. Mary going, got on the shorter side, it looks like. Great opener by Mary. Really well done there. Great shot. And you could just really, since it's almost directly behind, you can just play her favorite hand and just try and see if you can get a second. Just throw one up and to the head. This looks like a good ball as well. Yeah, well done. A+ there. Takes it right away from her. Past Mary to just kind of play the same thing. But probably better off on her backhand, but when you throw a good first ball, you might as well play the other. Play it again if you want. But just try and get another ball in the head while you're still feeling it. Another good ball. 3 great balls. A little on the short side, and I think Anne might still be holding. Anne's definitely going forehand here. Yeah, push Mary in. Again, when you're holding, you really don't want to be don't want to be heavy and narrow because that's the kind of thing that can happen. You can turn the jack around, or you could turn bulls around like that.
Hands bowl on that side. It's a half a bowl in front of the jack.
Well, Mary has played 2 on this side
Got a half a bowl in front.
but now I think she's better served because, I mean, she could hit that jack into Anne's and she doesn't want that. She'd be better served playing this hand, coming to the inside of this bowl, even to get to the shot bowl and moving the jack a little bit is okay because she's here and they'll probably go with it, and that's what she's doing. Yeah, see, they really wanted to be through. Now the problem is if Anne happens to come hit, because this bull's short, if she hits, you know, on the bend, if she hits this bull on the inside, it's going to come shooting across the head. It might pick up the jack, so you really don't want to leave your opponent wingers like this. It's going to be very narrow here. I don't mind the weight. There's danger for her to go 2 down. Now, again, if you draw this line down the middle, everything on this side is Mary, so she really wants to try and see if she can hit that jack and push it over there to get it to 3. And if she falls through, it would be 4. Didn't really do much. But consequently, everything, I mean, not really counting that short ball because I doubt that jack's going there, but everything on this side is Anne's. So that's why you'll see her play this way again. She could hit the bull out, she could hit the jack, and it could ping pong in and come around in here. Or she can, again, hit the edge of this front bull and it'll ricochet through the head. And this is really a problem spot for Mary. She really didn't want to leave a rule there short. Not in her way, it's just helping Anne, if anything. Got the edge and in. Exactly like I said. That's why you don't... That's the problem with these wing bowls. You don't want to leave people wing bowls. There's one more for Anne with that great shot. So it'll be 10-6.
Oh, look at that. Quick, got into the jack.
This telestrator's handy. Lets me call my shot beforehand, Gary. I tell people I'm just not really a fan of blocks, and those are the kind of things. I mean, just you could say it wasn't intentional by Mary. I don't think she was saying, "Oh, I'm going to put a block here." I mean, she was just drawing, but it ended up being a block. But nobody gets. You get lucky wicks off blocks. Nobody gets lucky wicks off back bowls. Bulls are behind. People don't get lucky with bounces off that. People can't use them for rubs or wicks or whatever. It happens all the time on short bulls. And Anne knew she could use it. You know, it's affectionately known as the Canadian draw because the Canadians practice that shot. Finding a ball that's up front and using it as a wing to come in. All right, let's see if Anne is the first to 10. See if she can get her first ball on the jack or close. She's been semi-consistently short by about a yard with her first, so we'd like to see her correct that with her first. Yeah, this is well done here. Nothing wrong with that. That's pretty good. A couple feet through. There's an A ball there. Still room for Mary, though. So a pretty good open from her, too. Nothing wrong with this. About 5 feet. Afford to just do the same thing. The main thing you don't want to do is overcorrect. finish short. Better just do the same thing again. And she's pretty much done that. In fact, she even added a little bit. That's fine. And there you got me dropping, thinking about 2 yards less or so. Maybe the yard less will get her shot. Fortunately, she dropped 3. And look at you just trying to do it again. She made it all the way. No, just got up in front of that one, so just took off a little too much. And she's in the general area. Only holding a couple. So here's Mary. Just kind of want to split the difference, you know. Goldilocks again. Too cold, too hot, too cold. Give it just right. And then she missed the line this time. On bands in. Yeah. Should definitely be 2 for Ann.
I'll take 5.
I was gonna double check, but sure looks like 2. 3. It's even 3. So Ann, of course, doesn't want to touch any of Mary's bowls. So she really, main thing is just avoid the 2 front ones. Don't hit that, don't hit that. Either come all the way around here, come all the way around here to these 2. Pick one, just don't touch those bowls in front. Boy, living right. Guess she knew what she was doing. She managed to go between them. Now she's holding 4. A lot of pressure on Mary now. Really gave her a bowl to rest on though here. She could come safely to that bowl around her on. That's the one downside with what Ann gave her. Gave her kind of like a little backstop to try and rest on if she wants to use it. Yeah, good pressure bowl by Mary. She probably cut it down significantly there when she was facing a 4. It should be at least 1 for Ann, which is why she kind of needed to put that one in there. I think Ann would have preferred to end it up over here, because then it's not didn't have something for her to rest on, but two more for Ann, but a pretty good bowl by Mary to cut it down to 2. So it's 12-6 now, playing to 21. This Southwest Division Women's Singles Qualifier for the National Championships. Again, they played 5 of their scheduled 7 games in the round robin in their groups of 8. Ann is currently 5-0. Mary Thompson is 4-1. And Susie Houston in that group is also 4-1. Susie's one loss coming to Ann. Mary's loss coming to Susie. But these ladies were the favorites and the seeded in this section. Let's see if Ann can get that first ball all the way up and through. Pretty good opener. That's really good by Ann. Toucher. Hard to beat that. I think if you're Mary is to just not worry about it. You got a bigger target. Just play through the head. Come across. Get to the jack or the bull. Make sure you're through. If you miss, you miss. But be through. Yeah, that's a good bull by Mary. Really solid second shot. Ann could just find that bowl. She probably wants to draw to it. Even if she finishes behind is okay. No shorter than her first one. No jack movement. That's well done. Yeah, that's a good spot. Because Mary's trying to do now this jack or bull shot, and if with Ann having a bull here, it makes it less profitable for Mary. Mary all the way down, all the way down. Again, we were down, B up. She didn't need to correct that way. She, if anything, correct and add more weight. Sure, it's going to be and trying to get the Iggy on where her bowl is in position. She probably still has room to come all the way around and get to this bowl if she wanted to stick with that hand. Probably the safer play. Even if she leaves it out here, it's okay. And now jack movement's not as bad because she's got the position here. But I think she wants to be around that bowl, I think, ideally. And just managed to touch it. But it might even set up a little wall, like a little block, 2 bowls to kind of block this shot for Mary's. I don't know how she's going to get there now from that hand, so she's probably switching over and see if she can hit Ann's bowl and kind of roll it over. Well, she's going to try this hand and see what she can accomplish here. I just don't see a lot of profit here. Unless there's a bigger gap than I see. Yeah, see, that's what I think that was probably a good path to the jack, but with her own bowl in the way, it kind of hit and redeflected off that way. Now Mary does have this little triangle here that Ann could try and find, either from either hand. But I just don't see how that, I mean, the jack could go there, but Mary hasn't really, you know, Mary could get there with this kind of shot. Hit the bowl into the jack and squirt it over here. And then Ann doesn't want to do it for her either. I think Ann's sticking with the hand, so I think she's targeting this bowl. That's what I'd be doing. Stay a hell away from all this, come all the way around and target this bowl. And if you get in this little pocket, little triangle, that's great. Coming kind of narrow. You can see she had the weight for it. She had, you know, with all that action, she had the weight to come all the way back here. She just happened to come narrow. You know, there's kind of an interesting choice here. She can come with weight and try and split this gap, get to this bowl, and push it out. And I mean, she's got all of these. I don't know how many are holding, but she'd at least have this one in front, you know, that's just behind. She's be holding with that. Even if she hits the jack and pushes it back here, I mean, she's one down. You'd be one down or one down. The main thing is she doesn't want to hit these bowls in front. So you come the other hand and push into this and push it over. That'd be an interesting option as well. Or just push it straight on out. Especially with multiple seconds, if those are all seconds. That would be good for her as well. She's thinking of something. Some kind of plan. She's going to go forehand, trying to get to that bowl, I think. See if it makes it all the way. She's going to hit her own, and then what? Yeah, just a little too square. I think Ann's going to get one here. The thing is, when you're one down, if you go to play a shot and you end up getting one down, it's not the end of the world. You're just kind of trading it. If you give yourself a chance to get some other options, that's helpful. So Ann gets one more. Goes up 13-6. She's won 3 ends in a row, 5 of the last 6, 6 of the last 8 ends. 7-point lead, needs 8 more to win the match. Take a very firm grasp in this stripe section, so-called stripe section. Got a visit from Bill Brault. Bill Brault was offering his suggestions, which we rejected politely. As not feasible. Not a bad thought, just not a good thought. Not a feasible thought, exactly. Look at Ann. Yeah, really, really good. There is a reason she's been a world champion. And then followed it up with a silver. All right, Mary's going to stick with this hand. I think she just wants to make sure she arrives at the head. Behind the head is okay with this first one. An interesting choice by Ann here as to what you want to do. I mean, I think the main thing is don't overthink it. Just play it again. You just played an absolute stunner. Don't overthink it. Just try and do it again. And no shorter. Don't be afraid of it. If you bump it, you bump it. There's no danger. And this is fine. Because the way the position is, I mean, the jack is with the wedged up against this bull. The jack's going to go into this quadrant here almost assuredly at some point. Or it's going to stay right where it is. Yeah, Mary almost gave up on that one side. Is coming back over here trying to get a jack or bull shot. And now she's got a winger. She's not far away. Great bull there by Mary Thompson. What a shot. Great bull there. Now Ann just has to kind of duplicate it, trying the same thing. Except now Ann's got two catchers because she's got them behind. As opposed to when she had those short bulls. Now because she had that one behind, now she's got two behind. She managed to hit the jack, then she'll have a three here. And don't mind this weight. That's pretty good weight there. Don't hate it. Again, she just kind of was on the center line or a little left, and she really needed to be over here. I think this is the target for Ann. She should be coming in that pole. And Mary's holding the one, so she should probably use the second. I wouldn't hate it if she switched over and just came to this little pile here, just finishing up this little triangular dune that Ann's got behind. And Mary could play this hand again and just try that shot, but man, this is a dangerous bull right there. I think she'd better serve just playing this here. If anything, if you hit the jack, it's going to go to yourself. Yeah, that's what she's doing. And I think this would be a great spot for it. You could get in the count and break up this triangle. Bermuda triangle here. Well, it's interesting if she's in the count. I don't know if it's two. Ann's going to ask, I bet you. And that would definitely affect her shot. I mean, just one, Ann can free flow it. Two. With the two, it's a little different. And instead of playing whatever weight she wants, now she wants to try and just be a little more like this weight to make sure that with her weight, she's getting second shot at worst. Cut it to one. If she was only one down, she could just play it however she wanted. And that's why she was asking. Main thing is don't play it too short. Look at this. Nearly. I drifted a little, but again, you see the weight. Where these three were there, and she played it right there. Just was off on the line. Don't know, and then it fell over. I don't know if it's still one or two. Again, Mary's just got to beat that last bull. And it could be two or three. And again, this is pretty much a free throw. Yeah, this looks well done. Very good by Mary Thompson. That's a great bull there. That's really, really well done by Mary. She's going to get on the board again, break the streak of 3 in a row by Ann. Get at least 2 here, if not 3. Let's see what the alert is. Gary's already put 3 on the board. Feeling confident. Two it is. That groan you heard was Gary. Oh, it's wrong. All right, so 2 for Mary. Really good bulls there. Cut it to 13-8. And officially now becomes the closest match Ann has played in this tournament by getting to 8 points. As they're playing to 21. Ann's just been an absolute steamroller in her first 5 games. Manual adjustment, guys, is a well-oiled machine now. Gary and Steve get everything repositioned. I know it's much easier to push that button, but yeah. All right, see if Mary can get a good solid first ball here. Yeah, pretty good effort. 1.5 foot short. Come on the other hand, though. Looks like a pretty good opener by Ann. A little heavy, but I think I'd rather have that than Mary's, frankly. I see frankly a lot. Why was I saying frankly a lot? I'm gonna work on that. Maybe I'm hungry and I need a hot dog. Alright, Mary switching over. Nice bull there. And again, you see the value of Ann's bull behind because the jack moves in this direction. No touch, and it's moving further away from Mary's bull, closer to Ann's bull, whatever the ridge. Ann's going to probably play that hand also. She's just got to drop the big yard or so. Trying to finish right behind here. Pretty good effort here. Look at this. Great bull. Really great bull there. Getting a good shot of Ivan's shirt. And Mary's going to try that backhand here. Probably playing a jack or bull shot. Trying to come through.
Yeah.
Ivan's doing a great job marking. It's being a great door. I need a window. And trying to draw again, another stunner. Absolute stunner of a ball there. See if we can get Ivan to move. We sent Joan out to get him with the collar rod here. Here's Ann, or Joan rather, moving to come yell at this guy here. Hey, there's Ann's good ball. Mary wants to come through here, trying to hit the target. Oh, nice effort. God, that's a good effort. I like that weight a lot. She wants to come off this ball and stay, or hit this ball, or hit the jack and flick it over. So that's creative use of the telestrator right there. Here's Joan getting ready to yell at this guy. And wants to try and, it's not quite a free throw, but I mean, she really just wants to arrive on this bull. She doesn't want any jack movements. She doesn't want to be narrow. Just come to this bull here. And she's a little short. That's okay. I mean, she should get 2 out of it. So 2 more for Ann. Go at 15-8. You can see that she didn't want to come heavy and across the head again because all of these are Mary's. And any action on it was probably could have tripped it over there, holding 2. You don't want to be doing that with the last ball. So better just err on the side of, you don't need to make, I mean, you got a 7-point lead. You don't need to make anything happen. It'd be different if you were 7 down and really needed to get some points. That's one of the things that I think Ann does very well. Sometimes you got to know how to miss. She couldn't afford to miss heavy and narrow. She could afford to miss short because she was holding 2. And that's what she did. So she kept her 2.
Trying to get that way. Yep.
And see if Ann, who's first bowl now, is really starting to pick up now. You see that she's kind of made that correction, is not going like a yard short like it was in the early days. If anything, she's being a yard behind, which is good. Yeah, this is a good opener here. Yeah, and see, this is not a good pull to Mary there, unfortunately. It's just not really helping anything. A couple yards through, or short rather. She'd be better off being a couple yards through. And could really just do it again, but she's probably going to try and take the yard off. Yeah, not bad. She probably took off 2. Now let's see, and again, because this bull's here, now it's in her own way. Now she's got to try and navigate that. That's why one short bull, bad bull can lead to multiples. Yeah, like that. See, now that was probably a pretty good bull, but because she had her other bull there, kind of pushed that out. You can't be precise with the draw on it. She hit it and it went off to the side. And I don't think she's holding. I think it's still just 1. I mean, it's good that she pushed it up, but it wasn't really set up nicely to come in, not really high percentage to promote a bull 2 yards out. And just trying to float it around between the 2. Yeah, this is well done. Very nicely done there. Again, too hot, too cold, just right. And Mary's going to try and navigate these 2 bulls of hers. Pretty good effort here. She's got a nice bull here. And again, enough for a second shot, but I mean, when you're, it's when you put a short bull out, then it's 4 against 3 now. And you're going to lose more often than not when it's 4 against 3. And then if you're hitting your own, now it's 4 against 2. So Ann probably will play this hand again. She can, I think her target is this bull here, preferably inside of it. So she can hit it and it'll go, and then she'll stay. Or with that same weight, because this is on the running surface, she can hit that bull in front, right on in for shot. Get another one in there. Just a nice, just a little bit, just a little behind weight is all. Something that if she misses everything clean and finishes here, it'd be 2. Yeah, might have made it. I think she could have used another yard weight there, but it's okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, yeah.
I was checking to see.
How far from the tee?
As it is, she almost got it in.
Oh,
Just 1 down now. All right, well, Mary's up against it again. I mean, it's really dangerous. I mean, she'd love to play this jack or bull shot, but she's got a thread between these 2 and could easily push those in for shots. So she's almost got to go over here. And it's almost got to be a pure draw. She could hit the outside of this and have it roll in. She's going to hit that short bull again. I mean, the short bull just, it just kills you. She hit the short bull, hit it over here. Then she hit it again now with her last one. So that's one short bull, and it led to 3 bad. And it's going to cost her a point here.
It doesn't. I know. This chair was...
Well, I haven't said it as 1. I'm pretty sure it's 1. They're asking for 1. 1 it's given. 16-8 now. And it's been kind of having lost last year. She's won several national championships in a row, and then didn't qualify last year, beat by losing to Joan Robbins in the opener of the round robin 21-20, and then in the last game of the round robin to Julia Gallo 21-20 to keep her on the national championships for the singles. She seemed to be a woman on a mission this time around. I know she's really been working on her game, trying to identify her weaknesses, working on those. One of the beauties of being retired. It's going to be even more dangerous now that she's retired and she can just not have to worry about going to work anymore. She can just focus on her game, which she wants to do. All right, see if she gets another solid first ball. She's been really good with that first one. It's been useful almost every time. And there's another really good one. I mean, it's a little short, but it's, you know, only a foot short, probably hooding the jack, meaning Mary can't see the jack. She can't see where it is. She doesn't know what this gap is. Is it a foot? Is it an inch? The main thing is Mary wants to play through, make sure she's through. Anything through, I think, is for her. Pretty good effort. It's a good first ball by Mary. Yeah, it's really well done there by Mary. Anne's just going to play it again, probably out of yard, see if she can jack her ball. Come over here again. Hit this ball, hit the jack. Even if she gets the inside of her own and come around. All these are good things. Yeah, here she comes. Jack clean it is. Great shot. Very good shot. Again, which way is the jack going? This way, this way. That's why you get balls behind. Don't have anything short. Ivan being a nice door again. Oh, there we go. There's the window. And Mary trying to play the jack or bull shot now on this hand. Not far away. Another great shot. Oh, what a bull. Great shot by Mary Thompson. Beautiful. These ladies are trading. This has been a spectacular hand. So Anne will probably play the same hand and try and duplicate what Mary did. Ivan doing his impression of a door again. Oh, there's a window. Yeah, you can see what she's trying. She's just trying this jack or bull shot. Trying to hit the bull, trying to hit the jack. Get it to her own. Now Mary should, I think, be good to draw a second, but somewhere in this little quadrant here, somewhere behind, anything behind, preferably not touching anything. Get behind all the way. Yeah, short. No, this isn't horrible. Anne's going to have a look-see. Just the thing is this in her way or is it a helper? See, the thing is with Anne, I mean, you're just, if you put a short ball and try and think it's going to be a block, you're just taking away one opportunity and just giving her another one. Now, instead of having maybe there's a path like this, then we get to the, now you've given her this shot where it comes off the ball and comes through. She's also, since she's got the back ball, she could come right at it and hit it and knock him back if she wanted. It's kind of whatever she's feeling. I think she, regardless, she wants to avoid this ball and avoid this ball on this side. I think the better, if she can see, I mean, I'm not sure the angles, but if she could see this, this would be the ideal shot, is to come under this ball with enough weight to push this out, or come with weight to get to the jack and knock it back here with your ball. If she can't see that, then she's coming straight at this ball here. Yeah, that's what she's doing on this other hand. She might not have seen the gap. Oh. Yeah. See, the downside of this is now she had her ball that was close and now it's gone. And that's why I kind of like doing this. Because now Mary could have a couple, if not three. That's the danger of having kind of just the 1 second. I mean, it's 16-8. You don't need to be making things happen. She could afford to just take one down and not the end of the world. Maybe she's just the one down as it is anyways. So the word from the field is that the audio is cutting in and out. I mean, it doesn't sound like it in my headset, but They're saying the audio's coming in and out. Ivan with his impression of a door. It's a fine door. Mary just probably just wanted to draw coming in on the backhand. Just wants to kind of beat that first ball. Pretty good effort here. Oh, did it drift too far away? I don't know. Looks like it's in for 2, maybe 3. That's at least 2. So apparently I need to explain. So sometimes if you have a door, if somebody puts a door in your way, you can't see through it. You can't see through a door. You can see through a window. And that's why we need Ivan to be a window, not a door. So we can see through him. So 2 for Mary. She gets it to 10. Cuts it to 16 to 10. First to get double digits against Dan in this tournament. See if she can have a similar comeback to what we saw this morning. Let's see what Mary's gonna do with the jack. She really needs to go on a run here. I mean, they're just, you gotta find something. I mean, you're not gonna like mess with Anne. You're not gonna really get Anne off her game. You really just gotta find something that you can try and play better than Anne, hard as that may be to do. Let's see if Mary can get a good first one in. Yeah, just a little short again. You know, it's kind of a recipe for disaster. You're 20 ends in, you know, hopefully you got a feel for it. Well, it is something different. It is a little longer than they've been playing, so Anne's gonna try the same thing and almost finish on this exact same spot. I like to see both ladies making good adjustments here. They probably just kind of had the last distance on the brain, and it's a little different here. Don't think so. Yeah, same distance. Not sure is holding and not really in Anne's way. She should be coming underneath that last ball. Shooting that gap, adding at least a yard, 5 feet. There it comes. There it is. Great ball. And seeing again, now you just see how disastrous these two are. Just, I mean, you would have been better served to be all the way back here. That's, I mean, a bull here. Think if you had a bull here just on the tee, how much better that would be than having us here. I mean, that would have been bad, quote unquote. It'd be, you know, 3-4 yards through, but it'd be a hell of a lot more easier here now. So she's probably playing this hand, trying to come through. Look at this kind of weight, trying to finish in the spot. Close here. Good effort by Mary. Oh, really unlucky. Great ball. Great ball. Not quite. Anne's just going to do the same thing. I think Anne, ideally, yeah, she's double checking that she's holding. Yeah, she is. She'd probably shoot this gap here. And I think either the same thing and finishing here or coming all the way to here. And she's opted to come around instead. And it's okay. It keeps this from being a little danger. Doesn't want to move anything. The main thing is be all the way up. Don't take any weight off here. Hit her own is fine. Yeah, that's another great ball. The one thing is it does give a little target for Mary. She could, you know, split any of these, but that's going to be hard to do. You know, she wants similar kind of weight and come through. Trying to get to her own back there. You know, being 2 down, it's going to be really hard to draw. Nice try. That's good weight. Again, with these in front, again, with the short balls in front, it kind of gets in your eye a little bit, even though it really isn't in her path. Right, yeah, it's probably going to do the same thing, just kind of arriving on these balls. Even this kind of weight's okay. If she misses to miss, and then she could finish back in here is okay. Or if she hits the head, it's good too. Yeah, just beating this one to get to 3. There it is. Great end. 3 great balls by Ann Nunes. Get it to 19. 2 more away. 2 away for the win. I like that she didn't even have any fear with that last one. I mean, even though it was the last ball, she played it right on through with confidence, because even if with that kind of weight, even if she would hit any of the balls, it wouldn't have mattered. It wasn't going to push it all the way back. So, you know, better to be free with it, you know, not trying to fine tune it. Just, you know, shut it off. One of the things I like to tell my partners is no fear. Just don't have any fear. You're not going to break it. Just play with confidence. So, Anne needs 2 more to win the match. 2 more points, and that'll do it. And it's still within reach for Mary. If she can get to 11, get 11 points.
Nancy's foot is right in front of the 9. There you go. Just a little.
Getting some updates about some of the other scores that we'll try and give you. Here's a good opener by Anne. Nice ball there.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, here's Mary. Good opener. Another nice ball. Nice ball by Mary. That's well done. So Julia Gallo won her 6th match, so she goes to 5-1 and is tied for lead in that section. She beats Manya Urane 21-10. Melanie Visner and Joanne Hedgepeth, who are both also 4-1, are playing each other. Mel's currently up 15-9. There's Anne. Yeah, I'd like to see her be through the head and not short there. Another great ball. Great ball by Mary. 2 great balls by Mary. Man, really needs to play this through here. It doesn't need to add much, just a yard trying to get to that jacker ball. Gets the little pocket there. See if you can pick the jack up here. Oh, that's unlucky. Not much room there. I like that she was nice and positive. And now she set herself up. She's got a back ball now that she can make use of if she wants. Mary probably just, you know, kind of needs points. Really kind of needs to just put another one in there. Really can't be picky at the moment. And she's drawn 2 great balls, just trying to get a 3rd in there. Didn't quite make it. Anne's still there. I mean, really, Anne just wants to kind of draw to that ball. and be okay. And she wasn't far away. She could take a little grass and drop a little weight. Just getting to that bowl would be pretty good. Yeah, she took a little more grass here. Looks like she's dropping the weight. Is it going to curl in? It's close. Oh, just around. Great adjustment. You can see the adjustment with the weight that she made to get it to here. And she was trying for that bowl. It just kind of floated around it. Well, Mary's, I wouldn't call this a free throw, but it's a chance to get a third point. And she just wants to reach her bowl, kind of similar to what Ann had on the last one. Pretty good effort there. Well, it's sure going to be worth a look to see if it's 3. It's at least 2 for Mary. And will be stuck on 19. Looks like it's just the 1, and then measuring for 2. So, and definitely not going to be 3 then. Two it is. So 2 for Mary gets to 12, 19 to 12. Mary's going to go something different. Go all the way to the back here. Build it up and trying to get all the way back. All right. Again, Mary really wants to get there first. And just essentially drawing to the 2-meter mark. It's a spectacular bowl here. All the way down, Mary, all the way down. Not bad. Need another yard, maybe 2. And they're playing a different distance. This kind of tends to happen when you play a distance over and over again. You kind of get that in the computer, so not so out of bounds to say that you're missing short. Let's see what Ann does here. Yeah. Again, she missed short, but not the end of the world. Just a couple feet in a better line. See if Mary's going to stick with that hand again and just try and find the gap or use her own as an edge. Come all the way in. That probably add 2 yards to this, I think. Hit it. Probably in. Oof, fell away. Don't know. Stayed up. Again, really hard to promote a bowl that's 2 yards short accurately. And just needs to add a little bit. Adding a yard probably is the goal. She added a couple. Let's see what Mary can do here. But she's coming up, doesn't want to hit the purple one. She wants to hit her own. Yeah, just too heavy. That's going to be in the ditch. All right, see if Ann can split the difference here. Again, another Goldilocks bowl. A little too cold, too hot. Set the right between will be good.
This one, the one, the closest.
She likes it. She's following it. Penguin strut there. Look at that. Boom. I think she's holding the match right now. It looks like it's 2 to me. Mary with her last bowl is going to have a look-see. But it looks like 2. Kind of depends on how that angle is. Oh, Mary had been playing this hand. Now she might want to play this hand. Trying to see if she can get Jack or Bull. Because, I mean, just the further a bowl away is, the harder it is to promote because there's too many options. If you have a bowl that's way out here, it could go the way you want. It could go off to the side, and it could go off to this side. It's going to happen with just the variance or anywhere in that arc. But if you're close, then you're just nudging it. And now this arc is not so bad to try and get it into that window. Ivan's having a look for himself to see whether it's 2. I think Ann's on the bank, so I think they're having a little chat. So. All right, here's Mary. Could be her last bowl. Depending on what's happening with the head. Needless to say, needs to make it a good one. Yeah, she decided to stick with the backhand, trying to come through the gap. She hits that purple one. That's bad. Yeah, she just kind of missed the head, so I guess it depends on whether Anne's going to have a look and see if she thinks she's holding. No real danger for her to throw it, but if she's holding the 2, it's over. So she thinks it's 2, so I think we might be done. They might be shaking hands right now. Yeah, they're giving each other a hug. Good match, so it's 2 for Anne in the end. Anne wins, is in very dominant position with 1 more match to go. There's a chance that she wins already, depending on what the match is with Mary Spees was playing Susie Houston. So, but Anne's very much in control. 1 more win from her for sure, and she's through to the national championships. So we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully you give us a like before you go and subscribe so you get notified the next time we go live, which should be in 3 weeks for the Pairs Playdowns. My thanks to Steve Narmontes on the camera and Gary Barnes, the producer. They were doing yeoman's work here, having to switch everything. Thanks to Sheila Conti for helping us setting up. Joe with her help us setting up, and actually to the prod on Ivan the Adorable. And I've been Scott Roberts to be announcing. Thank you again to the Gonna Be Strong Blowing Club and to Arrow Bowls. Arrow Bowls, same line every time. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in about 3 weeks. Bye-bye.